man, say man. Matter of fact, YeaManeTV.
Hey man, say man, this finna be a very special episode of YeaManeTV. Tell them who we got on the joint.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Ashley Ave in the building, the one and only Memphis native artist and songwriter. What's good?
Man. Yeah, man. Hey, what side of the city you from?
Man, so I'm from a little bit of everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My mom from Memphis, my daddy from Mississippi.
Yeah.
So you can call it Mississippi for short. But you know what I mean? I grew up in Orange Mound, moved to Whitehaven. Whitehaven is definitely home for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Spent some time in South Memphis. So you know what I mean? I'm from everywhere, man. It's Ashley Ave. I'm good everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. What about Whitehaven making home for you though? What make that just
Man, so that's when I really got into like basketball.
Yeah.
That's when I experienced my most trauma. You know what I'm saying? So you know the place where you grow up,
Yeah.
where you really like came across some hard times. That's where you kind of really be drawn to the most. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I got a lot of my stripes in Whitehaven.
Yeah, for sure that. Hey, but how was it growing up for you though in Whitehaven?
So I was a basketball kid.
Yeah.
Growing up. Man, I don't really ask a lot of questions about me growing up.
Yeah.
So you don't realize how complicated of a question it can be till you should get asked that fucking question. But you know what I mean, I grew up, like I say, in Whitehaven. My mom was always, a very entrepreneurial spirited woman.
Yeah.
So, I'm really like, cut from that cloth. My stepdad, that was another one of my, primary parents.
Yeah.
So me growing up, I grew up under him. But he not the man that he is now. So then he was definitely like, more of like one of them niggas that was with the shit, you know what I'm saying, coming from being incarcerated.
Yeah.
So you got that, you know what I mean? You still got that,
Gorilla.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So I kind of grew up that way. And, man, thank God, my family is we're a whole different, like, family now.
Yeah.
But shit, you know what I'm saying? So growing up, it was kind of rough, but we were never poor. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We were never hungry. So I always tell people, shit, don't get fooled into thinking that poor problems are the only problems. You know what I mean?
It be other shit too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, outside of that shit, I'm just grateful for the journey, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, going into the hooping a little bit, I did you what I heard. I heard you was a real hooper.
Was.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Hey, going to that a little bit more though, like, you used to enjoy playing basketball.
Man, basketball was like definitely a best friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I accumulated a lot of my best friends, basketball. Built a lot of character, gave you that competitive edge, you know what I'm saying? On top of that shit, if you ever been in love with a girl that played basketball,
yeah, right.
Whole different breed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna be hooked. You feel what I'm
for
saying?
sure, right.
Cause she can be your lady, but she can also be like your homie and your best friend.
Yeah.
So, I think all basketball girls kind of had that balance. But growing up, basketball was life. So it was like, you don't really have time for nothing else. You know what I mean? When you play basketball on that level, so like, AAU circuits and college and shit, it's like, you don't really know nothing else. So really, from there, basketball, I played, guard, obviously. But I ended my basketball career at Lincoln University. Shout out to LU.
Shout out to LU, man.
Man, it's the HBCU. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
So I can definitely say that my HBCU experience in compared to my university experience was totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm glad that I got to experience both. Graduated from the University of Memphis. Didn't play ball at the University of Memphis. It was a cultural disconnect for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I got to such a big university, it was like, what am I in school for again? What was I doing here again? You know what I mean?
Overwhelming.
Yeah, it was so overwhelming, bro. So I flop made it a few times.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know what I mean? It all came played out how it's supposed to.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, how you feel about women's basketball in general, like right now?
Man, women's basketball is right now at an all-time high, like at an all-time trend, all-time level of respect. You know what I mean? I came out of White Station in 2009.
Shout out White Station.
So y'all do y'all own fucking math. Anyway, when I came out of high school, the caliber of basketball was so high.
Yeah.
I came out with people like
Joe Jackson.
Joe Jackson, yeah, Joe Jackson came out
Shout
right
out
after
Joe
me.
Jackson,
You know what I
man.
mean? Yeah, you already know. Like,
Yeah.
so the caliber of basketball in general, men and women, it was just at an all-time high. So to see another season of basketball where it's really that, it's refreshing. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm excited because, you know, women finally like getting that respect in that space.
Yeah.
When you saw the man that saw that arena for the LSU game, it's like,
Yeah.
bro, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like LeBron status,
Man, this shit
LeBron
was,
type of
man, this shit
crowd,
was
you know.
live.
So I'm excited for it. Like I'm here
Yeah.
for it. Let's go.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, it was a little drama around the Bayou Barbie, you know, celebrating in the Caitlin Clark girl face. Caitlin Clark, she did the same celebration, you know. Everybody considered it competitive spirit, woo doo woo. When the Bayou Barbie did it, you know, they made it seem like she was in her face,
For sure.
braggadocious,
Like she was more
nanny,
aggressive,
nanny,
more
boo boo,
aggressive than she
bitch.
was supposed to be. Yeah.
Hey, how you feel about that though? Like how the media do that?
Man, I feel like shit the same way a whole lot of other people feel. Like, come on, first of all, this is a competitive sport we talking about, you know what I mean? And like you say, it was the exact same thing, bro. It was the exact same thing. So it's like, don't come for her, don't play with her, you know what I mean? And the crazy thing is that Caitlyn, you know, she did an interview about it, basically saying like she doesn't feel that she should be penalized or that she was being tacky or, you know what I'm saying, messy in no type of way. Like, at the end of the day, bro, women that play ball, we understand the sport. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
They
boxing,
get
that trash
competitive
talk.
like men.
Yeah, we competitive just all, you know what I'm saying, just the same. You know what I mean? Especially, man, women that are competing at a national level like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what Beyonce say, of course she gonna go down when it's a beat out in the elevator. You know what I mean? Like that's what we here for. That's what we here to do. So man, shout out to both of those teams. Like they play great basketball, and I just commend them for having that level of tenacity on the floor. Like that's how you supposed to play ball.
Yeah. Hey, how you feel about the president wife inviting both the LSU and the losing team? Bro?
You know, I didn't take offense to it. I
Yeah.
feel like what she was saying that, bro, you have to congratulate both of these teams played such great basketball that they both deserve an award. Like, I don't feel like she was saying that, you know what I mean, trying to discredit LSU. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's where I feel like she was coming from. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, when you the champ, you got to stand on it. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah.
Hey, yeah, let's get back to the music. Hey, you had performed at the Grizzlies halftime show.
Right.
What was that experience like?
Man, it was crazy. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you what was real crazy about it. So I did, you know, a couple originals. I did a couple of covers.
Yeah.
And, you know, of course, people enjoyed the covers and all that. But the fact that people were running to me after the game or hit me up on social media after, like, hey, what is that song? You know what I'm saying? We want that song. So I performed Bruno Mars and Whitney Houston. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Alongside my record. So the fact that people really respected my individual original art,
Yeah.
the way that they did, that was like what was, you know what I'm saying? That's what was crazy to me.
Yeah.
The fact that, you know what I mean, people, a lot of times people say, oh, you know, they don't, you know, a lot of people don't be watching this show.
Yeah.
Nah, like, they gonna watch me. You like, you
Yeah,
know what I
fuck
mean?
you
Like, they
talking about.
eyes go, you know what I'm saying? They was exactly where they supposed to be. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was just so much love in the building. Like, and the fact that I'm a independent artist, I never been signed to a label.
Yeah, man.
So to be able to climb to those type of stages on my own,
Yeah.
it's like, I feel like ain't nobody fucking with me.
Fact, fuck you talking about. Hey, how would you describe the music that you make though? And like, hey, what's a song that folks need to listen to this Ashley Ave right here?
So I'm gonna say two. One of them is It'll All Be Over.
Yeah.
I think that's like a perfect reflection of who I am, like across of Memphis and Mississippi. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a person that's gonna talk my shit, but I'm full of soul and like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You're gonna always get my soul in any type of music that I put out. But thank God, that's another joint that I dropped. Go check out that video too, directed by your girl. That shows more of like the Aquarius side of me. Like I'm very like sarcastic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's really how I say a lot of the shit that I probably shouldn't say, or how I respond to people that just have me fucked up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Ain't the space to like spaz out, but like, I know I'm gonna say what
You
I
be
need
dead
to say.
serious
You know what I'm
bullshit.
saying? Dead
Yeah.
serious bullshit though. They know that.
Yeah, facts.
So I think thank God is a great representation of that side.
Yeah.
If y'all ain't heard this, the chorus go to, so you better thank God that I don't want revenge.
Yeah.
Cause you know good goddamn well I could've fucked one of your friends. Like, who says that?
Yeah.
Ashley Ave.
Nah, that shit was hard.
Yeah, so I would say those two. It'll all be over. Thank God.
Yeah. Hey, what was your mood like though when you were making them songs?
With Thank God, I wanted to be very edgy.
Yeah.
I wanted to create something different. Like, I was really seeking a sound that would just, really make me stand apart from anybody else in the game at all. And so when I heard the track of Thank God, I was like, oh shit, like, it had the like church sample or whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, this got to be real crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want people to get it twisted, so we're gonna flip it and make it something very raw and you know what I mean, fun. With It'll All Be Over, I really wanted people to, just really like feel just my soul. Like, I ain't want to be sarcastic. I ain't want to be ratchet. Like, I just wanted them to, really get, like, cause I'm really like a sweet Southern belle till I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah.
Don't fuck with her, man.
Don't fuck with it at all.
Hey,
Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
You said you directed your own video though?
Yeah.
Alright, you an independent artist. You direct your video. Like, damn, you doing your thing. Like, what push you to, want to do everything on your own?
I don't be wanting to do everything on my own.
Yeah.
But I think, in the music industry, when you realize that, like, it's not like a white horse is like coming to your rescue. You know what I'm saying? And like, the more independent you can be, the more things you can do for yourself, like, the better off you are. And I think, that's really how I got into directing videos. But see, really, so going back to like when I was a kid, I kind of touched on, like, trauma, like going through shit. So I think that that's really where my vision like came from.
Yeah.
Cause I used to spend a lot of time like in my room, just kind of like trying to like be out the way type shit. But in my mind, I would always be on some big shit, like on some big colorful shit. Like, this could be a show, or like, imagine it crazy. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like whatever. Some shit you like see on the movie, you know. And so when I got into music, I would, when I hear a beat, I always see the visual first.
Yeah.
I see how it make me feel first, and then I put words to it like that.
Yeah.
And so I just, developed a natural like love for both. I kind of like being behind the camera almost more than I like being, in front of the camera. When you're in front of the camera, so many like social expectations and shit, and it's like, who wants to fuck to do that? But when I'm behind the camera, it's just like, I can just like give. I like to give.
Yeah, for sure.
And I like to see things come to life. So it's just like, it's like the words came out of my own mouth,
Yeah, for sure. Hey, speaking of being behind the camera, hey, you got you a hard ass podcast. I fuck with that motherfucker. The Locker Room Podcast. Like, it's so original. That's not hard. Like, what made you come up with it?
So I sponsor a women's semi-pro league called She Got Game.
Shout out to She Got Game.
Yeah, She Got Game, created by Celia Newman. Shout out to her, big boss.
Yeah, man.
And so, just naturally people would hear my music and, stuff like that at the game, get to know me that way. And they would want to hear me perform.
Yeah.
It's hard to perform in the gym, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, how do I create a space where people can still enjoy my performance, but at a quality level?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just did one. I just started with a pilot, and it was just supposed to be one thing.
Just some, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I came in here, shout out to G Charles, man, he sponsors, you know what I'm saying, one of my main sponsors for the Locker Room.
Yeah.
And I came in here, and I was like, you know what? I want to make this look like a locker room.
Yeah.
I went and, found me some lockers, on Facebook or some shit. You know what I'm saying? The different stuff, balls, spray paint and stuff or whatever. I was like, we just gonna, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
Man.
Boom. Brought the band in. And from there, it was like the production was so crazy. It was just, everything was so crazy.
Yeah.
It was like people started reaching out to me like, can I do this? Can I do this? You know what I mean? And I was already working with artists all the time anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether it was in the space of artist development or creative direction, whatever. And so I'm like, boom, that's a space that we can all share. And you feel me? Just build that way. And I can preserve myself.
Yeah.
I don't got to be going here to do video, going there. I'm like, y'all can just come to one space and we'll trap it out, you know what I'm saying, like that. So I got to really, combine the two elements that I love. And one of the two elements that really like propel our culture here in Memphis, music and basketball. You know what I'm saying? Brought it together and man, it's just been up ever since.
Yeah, for sure. How you feel about all the content and different content creators though coming at the city?
Well, what I think is it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
That's what I say. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you feel enthusiastic about the fact that the industry is just like popping off like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like at the same time things can still kind of get like crowded and overbearing or whatever, to where you're like, okay, how do I stay individual? You know what I'm saying? How do I stay creative? You feel me? Or whatever. And I'm a big collaborator. I feel like the reason that means I have some of the best records, you know what I'm saying, here in the South. Like, I may not be like, you know what I'm saying, making like millions of streams and shit like that yet, but I got the best records hands down.
Fuck you talking about.
You know what I mean? Like, they'll know that pretty soon, but I stand on that. Like, but I'm a master collaborator, like figuring out things that make sense so that the level of production can go here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not to say that, you can't do stuff by yourself, but I want to be young. I want to be able to enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? So who wants to be 60 or 70 before they really like see their vision? You know what I'm saying? At that level, like, So that's how I feel about it. It's a blessing and a curse, but I feel like I'm excited about the fact that the city is doing more things to really like show people what we really be on here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much talent here that we normalize it.
This
you know
shit
what
ain't
I'm saying?
None of it.
Everybody rap.
This shit ain't none.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to us. But that shit is really not out here like that. Like in other spaces of the world, like bro, Memphis, we are really like a hub for creativity and talent, and you know what I mean.
You can snatch somebody from Memphis and make him a millionaire for sure.
Definitely. So yeah.
Yeah. Hey, for you to be so cool and you so like when you be performing, you be turned up. Hey, are you an introvert or an extrovert though?
You know what? I'm an introvert. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I'm a natural like lone wolf.
Yeah.
But I'm good with people. That's what I say. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Some introverts don't have a way with people. I got a way with people, like, you know what I mean? I kind of grew up in a pimp culture, so I got a way with people. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm always doing shit really solo dolo, like, so, yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, you got any upcoming project that the people need to be looking out for?
Yes, so I have a EP dropping in a few months called The Memphis Masterpiece, Volume 1.
Hey, what the people need to be expecting for that jump, bro?
Man, this is gonna be a real like experience.
Yeah.
Because in this project I'm tying my life, you know what I'm saying, these stories or whatever of my life to history. I'm big on how things work together. You know what I'm saying? All things work together, like that type of thing. And, I feel like Memphis, the fact that we are one of the homes of pimping, and then before that we was a home of slavery. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know like this shit makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
You on your shit too.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's hard.
Thank you, college. White Station. I went to White Station High School, but I grew up in White Haven though, so don't play with me.
Don't play with her.
But yeah, so I just think this is gonna be it's my second project. My first one was a mixtape, so it was a lot of remixes and stuff like that on it. This joint right here is gonna be all something new and fresh and like a sound that I feel like I really uncovered for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, this the last question. Hey, and I want you to, man, pop your shit, man. Where you see yourself at by the end of the year, man? Manifest this shit.
Oh, by the end of the year.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, I see myself either being paid to be on someone's label or being paid for label services.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I see my company, Foster Enterprise Incorporated, being at least like Fortune 500
Yeah.
by the end of the year.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? So it's one of them things to where the business will pop off really before the music, you know what I'm saying, for real, because like I'm, you know, pretty like sufficient in this space. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a little boss or whatever.
Yeah.
Shout out to 901 Exotics. I'm a bully mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bully breeder. Yeah, so, you know, I feel like people just stay connected, stay familiar with the brand, with an S.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and shit, the music just gonna be the soundtrack.
Yeah, hey, look, this was the last question. Hey, look, you brought up bullets and shit. Explain to the people why they so motherfucking high. Cause like I can't afford no bullet. I steal one, but I
Yeah.
can't afford to just pay for it like outright. But what make them dog worth so much money?
Man, they just, for one, they're amazing dogs.
Yeah.
Like, but the maintenance on them is high. Like they high dollar. They like, you know what I'm saying, they ain't your bottom of the barrel bitches. Like they up here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, so I just try to do that with everything that I do. Like whether it's the music, you know what I'm saying, like business or whatever, like this shit gotta be up
Yeah.
here. But you know what I'm saying, like bullies.
Man, nigga wanna even let you rub they bullet for.
Yeah, yeah, for
like,
real, man. My kennel partner, he like that.
Yeah.
Like he real, you know what I'm saying, like guarded and protected. Like nah, like don't, like you never let nobody be calling on your dogs and shit. Like we don't do none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they are a precious cargo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
But they
sure.
great dogs. Like sometimes they get the reputation, like because they're associated with, like pit bulls and bulldogs and stuff like that. Like they get a reputation of being aggressive. You know what I mean? But like my bullies, like they like a man's best friend, for
Yeah.
real. But they not like XL are really, really big. Megan Thee Stallion, she got, you know what I'm saying, some XLs. You got Frenchies that are the smaller versions, but exotics, they right there in the middle. So they great for like indoor, outdoor.
Yeah, for sure
Yeah.
that, for sure that. Hey, Ashley Ave, I appreciate you, man. I
Thank
hope
you.
turn up on them folks' head, man.
And
Kill that
is.
shit for the rest of the 2023.
Oh, God.
I appreciate you for fucking with the platform, man. We gone. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, say, man. Matter of fact, YeaManeTV.